south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Houston Texans and the San Francisco 49ers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster. I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Lance. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Lance now on 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And the 49ers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the ball, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. One more time with Mostert. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the right hand to Chippy. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The Texans offense going to go to work, and it is Deshaun Watson at quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance?
Touchdown, 1 pick.
Bottom line for him, all he cares about is how do we find a way to win other parts of the offense, and hopefully two free. A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up the field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up. So Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Oh, they needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
2nd and goal from the 1. Here's Taylor again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. And they'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Patrick Ricard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their 2nd drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play. Not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Touchdown, 49ers! Raheem Mostert hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. Now a first down throw, Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
On 1st and 10, Watson escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, it's Watson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Watson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So we've hit. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
From the 27, Watson flushed out right. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And this will be a Texans first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Third and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Taylor. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Watson just beating the play clock. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. And the Niners are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
That's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
On first and 10, here's Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Lance going to try and throw on third down here. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And the Niners are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. And Lance going to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Off of play action, here's Lance. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Lance able to find Mostert. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And it's a 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll run with Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken in at the 3. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Watson and the Texans now down 24-14. A minute 54 on the clock. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, Watson. And he fires one incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Big hole to the 30, connecting with Hill. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. That catch good for only a couple. Well, the fake spike becoming a little bit more prevalent in today's game. It worked there.
Those old days of brother-in-law in that play, you know, where you kind of know what they're doing. They're going to, you know, spike the ball and the play's dead and everyone just kind of relaxes. Those are gone, aren't they? Because now they're faking it and completing passes downfield. They make you look bad, and they hurt you in the yardage category, too.
Brother-in-law?
Yeah, you know, where you kind of do it together, like, you know what I'm going to do, I know what you're going to do, and you just hang out.
Can I steal that one?
Yeah, you can have that one.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Another carry for the fullback, Ricard. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. And we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. And they take a knee. So the victory here for San Francisco. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up